Hello, good afternoon. This is Michael, as you already know, founder and CEO of Ebusion Travels. We're currently in Kwetia Rock City Hotel, whereby we're going to bring you your live video of your questions and answers that we always give to you on Sunday. Today we wanted to make it special because we took a trip into Kwo and we decided to give you a live video whereby I'm going to answer the questions that you have sent to me for the past weeks. So without wasting much time, I'm going to start with them and I'm going to address them one by one, and then we'll just keep on going. Life in the motherland is sweet. I think sweet can describe it much better. Reason why it is sweet is the environment, the weather. I mean, name them. You should just name them. It is peaceful. It is, I mean, the food, the people, I mean, everything makes it, I mean, it's like, that's why I said words cannot describe how peaceful the environment is like in the motherland. And then one thing that I realized ever since I've been in Ghana for the past 1 month, is like, it feels like there's no COVID. Because I've been outside Ghana for the past since after the year of return. So let's say I've been outside of Ghana for like 9 months, and I know how it felt. I mean, wearing masks 24/7 during working hours, after working hours, wherever you go, you gotta put on masks. But it's only in Ghana that I feel like COVID doesn't exist, because everybody goes about his normal duties, not knowing that it exists. And as you can see, it is only one of the African countries that has fought COVID to the extent that the cases keep dropping day by day. So if you're asking me about the environment, that's the thing you should know. There is COVID, but it's limited. So for the environment and then life in motherland, that's what I describe as sweet. Yes, the cost of living is extremely. Let's say we'll take it from the city life and then we'll move into up country. Let's say in the city, things are a bit expensive. Let's say you can buy a plate of rice and chicken for, let's say, 45 Ghana cedis, and then that, if you should do a conversion, it should be around figures of, let's say, $15 to $20. But when you move up country, let's say when you move, let's say 4 hours from Accra or 3 hours from Accra into the rural areas, you can get food as cheap as $2 to $5. So cost of living, it depends on where you want to locate yourself to. Either you want a city life or you want life outside the city, because life outside the city is so cheaper. Accommodation wise, let's say rent house, food, I mean, name them. It is cheaper when you move outside Ghana. I mean, move outside Accra. But when you're in Accra, it's expensive. I mean, opportunities, let's say, if you're looking to come or if you're looking to move into Ghana, what I'm going to tell you that everything is possible. You can create your own job, you can employ people, and then you can work. I mean, everything is important. I mean, it's possible. From acquiring lands, building whatever you want to do. It's a developing country. So what I'll tell you is that, I mean, life here is super easy, flexible. It's just about, you just need to be connected, and then your networking should be working as well. Because if you're highly connected to people, you'll be able to network among these people to be able to achieve whatever you want to do. I've always said about the process of acquiring lands by the chiefs, individuals. Government is difficult to get government land, but you can get lands from the individual and then the chiefs. So when you want to buy a land from an individual or a chief, you just have to verify from Lands Commission if the one who's selling the land to you is the rightful owner of the land. That is the first procedure. The second procedure, find a lawyer who is going to well document the process of acquiring the land, because there should be an agreement between you and the person who is selling the land. So your lawyer is the one to make sure that both of you are into agreement before money exchange hands, because there need to be a change of ownership whereby the land will be transferred into the name of the person that you trust. Because mind you, if you're moving from the diaspora to Ghana and you're not a citizen or you don't have owning a land you need someone who is resident or who is a citizen, or who, I mean, you should be a citizen, resident before you can acquire land. But there are so many ways you can do it. You can use a trusted friend or your lawyer, because everything is going to be well documented from your lawyers. So it means that it will be put into the person that you trust's name, and once you're done with your residency permit and all that, you can then do a change of ownership into your name, because you become the rightful owner of the property. It ranges from $20,000, let's say, for a 1-bedroom to, like, let's say 4 bedrooms will cost you around $50 to $60, depending on if you put yourself into it. If you get yourself involved in your building, you can do it even cheaper, because it's like you're always on the site, making sure that money exchange hands properly. You're making sure that they have the building material and the building materials they need, making sure that everything goes, like, logistically. You should be involved, because if you are involved, you'll be able to keep an account of everything that goes into the land or goes into the building. For that reason, you might save money than you taking people and then just sitting at home and telling people to do this, do that. They might rip you off. So you got to be on the ground to know what your money is going into. So if you're buying something, you should know that I bought this thing for this price, and then this is for that price, so you can be able to account and then give a valid accountability. When you're done, you'll be like, okay, I spent $50,000 to $60,000 on my 4-bedroom house. When it comes to shipping, there are two things. If you're talking from the point of, let's say, if you come from United Kingdom, there are door-to-door delivery services whereby people who live in London have shipping companies that are meant to be in Ghana, or they ship to Ghana. But that's what we call door-to-door. You give them the barrel in the UK, and then they will deliver it into your house in Ghana. But if you're talking about the United States, there is no door-to-door delivery system. So you have to just buy a container, pack your stuff in, ship it. So you know the cost of container. It costs around $2,500, and then shipping it to Ghana. And then when it arrives in Ghana, you pay a duty, maybe ranging from $3,000 to $4,000 or more, depending on what is in the container. So when it comes to shipping, it depends on where you're coming from. That's why I made mention that if you're coming from London, London makes it easier, whereby you could just go into a company that does door-to-door delivery, just give them your things, and then they'll ship it right to your doorstep in Ghana at a cheaper price. But when it goes to the United States, it becomes a bit expensive, because they don't really have that door-to-door system whereby people can pick up stuff from individual houses, ship it into their homes in Ghana. Uber, Bolt. We've got Uber, we've got Bolt, and then other one, I think I've forgotten the names. But since I arrived a month ago, I realized that Bolt is so cheap, and I've seen Uber as well. But just that, you know, you can do car rentals as well, because as low as $20, you can have a small car whereby you can drive yourself around, or you can drive to everywhere you want. So when it comes to transportation, if you don't want to rent a car, you can just use your daily Uber or Bolt, or you can just find a taxi driver who you can have a deal with. He will come and pick you up every morning and then drop you wherever you want to go. Or you can rent a car and then get a driver who will drive you all around Ghana.
The process of buying a car?
Same process. Go to the dealership, but before you go to the dealership, make sure you know somebody that is connected to the dealer, because there's been some shady deals out there, which I'm going to tell people to be very careful of who you buy your car with. Just let me chip in this. Just a week ago, a friend of mine bought a car from a dealer, and this dealer had a tracker in the car. So when he sold the car to him, he tracked it to see where the car was parked 1 hour. 1 hour after he had bought his car, this same dealer that sold the car to him went back and installed his car. So if you want to buy a car from a dealership, make sure you know someone that knows the dealer and who is going to stand in there to let you make sure, like, to make sure that the deal goes on rightfully. Because there are other dealers who will sell cars to you. I mean, they are legit dealers out there, and then there are people that will take your money. So when it comes to buying a car, you just have to find out the dealer, where his shop is or where his car dealership center is. Go there, walk through the cars. I mean, they've got so many cars around, so you can just walk through and then ask prices, and then based on your satisfaction, you can purchase a car from them, and then they will give you the car papers, and then that's it. Then after you've bought the car, you need to do something which is called a change of ownership, whereby you have to go to the DVLA, whereby the change of ownership is going to be the dealer who has sold the car to you transferring in his name to your name. Since you are the new rightful owner, you need to do a change of ownership. After you have purchased the car or paid for the car, you will then be taken to DVLA, whereby that is where you do the transfer of ownership, and then the car becomes yours. Immigration. When you ask of immigration laws, they sometimes change, as we already know. During the year of return, people were allowed to get visas on arrival, and then just a few on 1st September, when I think I arrived on the 6th of September, there was no visa on arrival. But just 2-3 days ago, or after 2-3 days after I had arrived, a friend of mine that came was able to get a visa on arrival. So sometimes they do change it depending on the pressure on the embassies overseas. They would then have to make a decision that, hey, no need to get a visa overseas, but you can get a visa on arrival, and that's it. So when it comes to immigration laws, they sometimes change it because of it depending on how choke or how the pressure is on other embassies across the world. So currently you can still get a visa on arrival. Yellow fever is also, it's cheaper to get it in Ghana, but it is up to you to make a decision if you really want to take it or not. You can still arrive in Ghana and choose not to take it. It's your own health, because you know yourself better than I do. So, but for me, I would take a yellow fever shot maybe a week before I travel, and some will also prefer to take it on arrival at the airport, which is also allowed, or maybe you can go later to a private hospital and take a shot. It depends on you. Everything depends on you. It's not compulsory that you have to take it. It's your health. You know your health better than we do. So when it comes to yellow fever shot, it's entirely up to you to make a decision. I know people that have been in Ghana and they don't even know about yellow fever, but yet they've traveled to Ghana. Yes, you're secured. As you already know, the president made it clear to the whole world that come home to Ghana. So everybody is coming home, and we are also determined to help you settle. Because you already know, you need people that you can trust to be able to settle in Ghana. If you don't know who to trust, or if you don't know who to roll with, how would you be able to settle in and then protect your assets? I mean, it's a gateway to Africa. And the president has already said, people from the diaspora are fully welcome home. And you can tell so many people are moving to Ghana each day and each night. So it tells you that business, you're secure. Everything that you want to do, it is possible for you to do. All you just have to do is keep focused, make the right connection in the right network, and then you're good to go. The locals will accept you, because it's like I have accepted you as a brother. So yeah. What about my uncle? What about my mom? What about my sisters? It's just that if you come into, let's say, if you roll with Ebusian Travels, you get it so easy. Because definitely, if you walk with me, I'll make sure that you feel at home. I'll make sure that you feel the essence. That's why I told you that the name is not just the name. It makes you feel at home. That's why I chose the name Ebusian, which means family. So anybody that travels with us or comes to Ghana to explore with us or do business with us, he or she is being treated as family. Because that is the only way we can unite as one people. So that is why I'm always telling people that come. Even if the president has said come, you can't go to the president, but you can come to me, who's an individual, and I can help you do whatever you want to do. I mean, the best advice would be, everybody has a passion. So your passion is what you should surround yourself with, because your passion could be hospitality. Your passion could be service to humans. Let's say you want to give a service, you want to cook for people, you want to drive people around. We need to know what your passion is. And that passion that you have is what we can create something out of it. Like, let's say, in my family, everybody does trade. Most of my family members are successful traders. So that is something that we know. So at least being from our family, you know that if you go into trade, you're going to work. I mean, it's going to work on with you, because that is something that you love. That's something that it's a passion to you. So for the business wise, there are so many business you can do. If you open a drinking bar, Ghanaians will love to drink and people like to drink. So it's like, for income wise, every business that you set up in Ghana, you're going to make money straight. It's all about hospitality, customer service. How do you receive your client? How do you put a smile on your face and make sure that when they walk out of your place, they're going to come back tomorrow? It's all about getting interactive. Like you see the way I'm doing. I mean, I'm the CEO. I don't sit somewhere and say, because I'm the CEO, I'm just going to sit. Get interactive. That is the only way you can build a brand. That's the only way you can build that kind of satisfaction, whereby people that travel with you or people that come to you for a service will feel at home and will be happy to recommend other people to use you. So being a CEO doesn't mean sitting in the office and just having fun and saying, "Oh, life is good." Being on the ground, getting interactive, letting people know what they're about or what they're all about is the best way to make the money. So it's not all about the money, but it's all about the good name as well. Because there's a saying that a good name is better than riches. So that's one thing you should get into your head and then be able to play around it to make sure that you have people coming back all the time. Yeah, it's safe. I've seen single women who have moved to Ghana, started up a business, and then are running their business, and then it's just a decision. They chose to be single. If they want to get married or if they want to be in a relationship, it's entirely up to them. So if you move to Ghana and you're a single woman, definitely you find that's your decision. If you decide to still remain single, it is your decision. But feeling safe is something that you can trade with it. You're gonna feel safe. So there's nothing about being safe, so you're not gonna be safe. No. If you're single, you own your life, and then you can make yourself happy just by working and then making money, and then you can be happy. I mean, I've been to Kenya 6 times. I've been to Ghana forever. So, I mean, looking at the trend, I will go with the trend. Who is trending currently? Ghana. So I'll go for Ghana.